All right, guys, welcome back for another night with talking with another great boxing prospect. So we're gonna have a reoccurring guest on tonight, Jordon Jiggy Murphy, 2-0,
What's up?
one
What's up?
knockout.
What's up?
Hey
Glad to
Jordan,
have you.
yeah, thank you so much for joining again. We're excited that you're fighting in this city again. Well, in the outer part of the city, but it is a
Yep.
hell of a venue, Parks Casino, May 13th.
Yes, sir. I'm pretty sure it's in Ben Salem, right?
Yeah, close. It's like literally in the backyard of Philly.
That's exactly where I was raised, like in Philly. When I was living in Philly, it's exactly where I was at. It was Ben Salem. So that's like my hometown when I go down to Philly.
Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely get into that. I definitely had that question all lined up. But my first one is now obviously, you made your home in Florida and also you made your pro debut out there and all. Now, like after finally fight two has happened, you finally fought, in Philly. Now, how would you now just let us know how was that experience, the whole fight week, even the weekend after the victory, and also how was the whole Philly experience for you?
Dude, before the fight, it was not gonna lie, it was pretty stressful. Getting down to that weight for some reason, like now I'm good. Like I don't know, my body just like maintain that weight. Like I walk around at like 132 now. So as much as I eat, like I cannot gain weight. So but before the fight, I was weighing like 137, 138. So having to lose that all that weight, it was stressful, but we got the work done. Being fighting in Philly was amazing though. Like having it was a way different experience than fighting in Florida. Like we had my friends here, some part of my family, but going down to Philly, it was all family, all friends, like even Chelsea. It was just a great experience just having everyone around me. It was a lot more people around me and a lot more support. And that's gonna always gonna be my number one place to fight at. Like I love fighting there. I love being there. It's just a great experience.
Yeah, no, and like usually when I'm at the fights, I like to look around too in between the rounds and all. And like I was seeing like some of the people like in that are like well known in this boxing city, like look around and see like you had a whole section to yourself, and they even had all the shirts, the black tees and stuff. So like
Yeah,
people were really into it. So like you really wowed a lot of like boxing circuit people here in Philly.
sure, for
How many
sure.
tickets you wind up selling again? Because that was wild.
I don't even know. It was way past 100. This
Yeah,
fight
it
though,
had to be.
this fight we've already sold double of what we sold last fight. So and we're still a month away from that fight. So a lot more people coming to this fight. Promise you that.
That is awesome. Yeah, that is incredible. That this is literally your second fight, in the Philly area, and then this is going to be your third pro fight total in your young career, and you're already having a huge sale in ticket sales. It's
Yep.
incredible.
Yeah. Having that support it's a big deal.
Oh, for sure. Now, what's it been like working with Johan Promotions and also Bam Boxing? How's that relationship been?
It's been amazing. They help me with whatever I need. If I have any questions about anything, like they're always there to help. Usually like when I was fighting in Florida, it was a little bit difficult. It was a little bit difficult, like getting around and doing certain things, but I feel like working with them, they're very like lenient and they're very helpful and they're always looking out for you and the fighters, and I really appreciate every moment being with them.
Yeah, no, and literally it's like, fighting on a local top rank card with like the way
Yeah,
that they handle stuff and they make you guys feel so great and comfortable too, with like the
yeah,
flyers, the posters. It's like legit,
exactly.
you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, it was great.
That's awesome. All right. Now you did have a tough opponent, and it's really cool to fight a guy, that was undefeated. So like of course the headline's always someone's O's gotta go.
Yeah,
Now what was it like to take on one of Philly's up and coming prospects that was 2-0?
dude, I wanted to kill that guy. Nasir, he's a clown, bro. He's a clown. All he does is talk trash. The thing with him, and I said it in past interviews, is that he thinks that talking trash to me, he has the wrong person. Talking trash to me is like, it gets me more hot to kill you. A lot of he might think that it gets in other people's head, which it might. It might get in other people's head, but when he talks trash and you start bringing up my family and you start saying things about my mom and stuff, there's no way in hell I'm gonna let you beat me. There's no way in hell. And even like my dad was telling me that his mom was sitting right behind my crowd,
Oh man.
and his mom admitted to my dad that he lost the fight. She was like, yeah, your son did an amazing job. Like, I already know the outcome of this fight. Like, he did enough to get the win. So Nasir, after the fight, is going on social media talking about, oh, the refs cheated me and all this. And I'm like, bro, just go talk to your mom, dude. Just go talk to your mom. If your mom says you lost, then you lost, bro. Like, there's no going. Like, Nasir is just a clown, and I was happy to beat him. He was a tough opponent, having that style of
Hmm.
wildness and just rushing you. It was way different. Obviously, like, we're boxing, this is boxing, but like, that's street fighting basically. So like, having someone just bum rush you and try to knock you out every single punch, it was different. But we were prepared for it. We trained for that. We knew exactly how he was going to come out. That's not my normal style of fighting, but we had to do what we had to do, and we knew that we were going to have to move around a lot, and we were going to get him gassed, and we were going to make him miss and make him pay.
Yeah, I thought that that was a great game plan, just talking with Coach Steve, who's also the coach of your guy D'Angelo. You guys had a great game plan because seeing Nasir even on film, he definitely likes the bum rush a lot and he likes to go to the body inside, but your whole demeanor, the way you were able to move around and hit him with a couple jabs and stuff like that really stopped him from trying to bum rush it all. And you saw that as the later rounds went on. Obviously it was a 4 rounder, but yeah,
Yeah.
the later in the rounds, you could tell he was just thrown off.
Yeah, he was thrown off of his game, and that was the whole plan, was just to get him uncomfortable with his comfort. So he's very comfortable with rushing people, but when we keep that distance and we're moving and constantly moving and he can't catch you, eventually, first of all, he has no cardio. So he's not running. He's definitely not running. He was tired as heck. All he was doing was holding me. And yeah, he couldn't really do anything. So that was his only game plan, was just to hold and try to get as close as possible. So it is what it is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was a real exciting fight though. It was I believe it was fight two on the card, and that was really exciting, to see everyone. And then also I was definitely, even as a boxing fan, I was excited to see you out there too, because I heard nothing but great
Yeah,
things, because we have mutual family and then all too. So
exactly.
I've heard nothing but great things. So I was
Yeah,
I was really glad to finally see you and you were really great. So yeah,
I appreciate it. I'm
of
definitely gonna put
course.
on a show again.
Yeah, definitely. Now other than yours, and then we'll get into D'Angelo's next. But what I liked was that you stayed and you watched the other fights. And I mean, yes, you had hundreds of family and friends there and stuff, but you watched the other fights and all. So besides yours and D'Angelo's, what other fight did you really enjoy that really took you back? You're like, man, that was a really good fight.
I always talk about me, like, me and my girlfriend. We were just talking about the Sonny Kanto fight yesterday. That was another goofy guy he was fighting. He was trying to,
Mike,
like,
yeah.
yeah, he was trying to show off, and it was just, that was an exciting fight, because every time he like tried like doing a little wiggle and everything, like Sonny would catch him and he would just look dumb. So that was a real exciting fight. What how do you, I don't know how to say his name, is Diane, but
Yes, yeah.
Diane. All right. So Diane's fight, that was crazy.
That
That
was
was an
wild.
intense fight. That was an intense fight. they were going at it. They were going head to head. That was a good fight to see. So I think that might have been my favorite fight just because it was like back and forth, nonstop, hard punches landing. The Sonny Kanto fight, I think Sonny's just too advanced for these guys. It's come to a point where Sonny's just like too nasty, and he made that guy look like an amateur. So that was really good to see as well.
Yeah, Mike Marshall's weird, man. Like it was my first time ever seeing him live, and like he literally lost every single round, but he had me in tears. Like like when you're on stage and you're like covering the fights, like you're not supposed to laugh, but I was absolutely dying when like it was like the
Yeah,
seventh round, and he's like doing this because
yeah.
he made him. I was like, what are you doing? You lost like the first 6 rounds. What are you doing?
Dude, that
It
man
was
is
funny.
he's a goofy.
Yeah. But even like talking about the Diane Butt fight, now I must be it was weird. So like a lot of people did agree with the judging, but like I don't know. I mean, I thought that he won. It might have been like a lot closer to what I thought, but I was really shocked that D did not win. I mean, like more credit to Bryce Mills because he looked
Ah,
like
yeah,
one
of
of
course.
those like pretty boys that maybe
Mhm.
fought people that weren't on his level yet. But Bryce Mills, man, he got cut open big time in the first round, and
Yeah,
then he continued to fight hard. Like that was something I did not expect.
yeah, that's a champion right there. But
Ooh,
I did think D won the fight for sure. I was actually surprised that he lost the fight too. So
yeah.
it is what it is. Like, can't leave it up to the judges. That's the number one rule is like
Oh yeah, definitely.
can't leave the fight up to the judges. It was a close fight, but I definitely thought that D pulled the fight off, and I was shocked that he lost that fight.
Yeah, same. I was nuts. But like even like my friends that I had like in the in the crowd and all, like they were some said that they thought that Bryce won, but I was like, I don't know. I mean, like usually I write down stuff and like I had it. Maybe I saw it differently. I don't know, but I had it winning like 4-2.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was really interesting. And then one of your really good friends, Fuentes really shocked the world and like really
He
like
did.
wowed a lot of people. What did you think about his fight against Justice Bland? That was incredible what D'Angelo was able to do.
Dude, he did exactly what we trained for. Exactly. Because D'Angelo had that fight, he had to go into a different style. D'Angelo's more of an inside fighter. He tries like hitting the body, ripping up top, very close. But me and him and traveling to other gyms, we definitely worked a lot on him fighting on the outside and using his reach a little bit. And with Justice, with his reach, like I have a long reach, and
Hmm.
his reach is longer than my reach. So we were kind of shocked that he did as good as he did, and he did an amazing job. And I give all props to him. Like I was so happy. Went to the back, hugged him. Like he did exactly what the game plan was, and just seeing him develop every time he steps in the ring is an amazing thing to see. We've been doing this for so long, and it's always been a dream of ours. So that was one of the biggest tests that he's had yet, and he pulled it out in a convincing manner. So it was amazing to see that fight. He did an amazing job, and like I said, I give all props to him. And D'Angelo's like the hardest worker I know. Like when people aren't even watching him, when he's not in the gym, like I know he's working. I know he's doing the things he has to do. He's eating right, running, lifting, push-ups, pull-ups. Like he's doing whatever it takes to make him a better boxer. So doing those things, like D'Angelo's always been that way. And like I said, I give him the most props because that is one hardworking man. And outside of boxing too, like he has a full-time job. So like he's nonstop working and then he's working out nonstop. So he really doesn't have that much time to rest, but he pulls it off somehow. And I can't even think of a way like how he does it because my body would be dead tired, but he pulls it off. That's a little pit bull right there.
Oh man, yeah, it was just unbelievable. Like literally, what made him so great was that he was doing the same thing all 6 rounds, and like Coach Chino, who's one of who's also Tevin Farmer's trainer and also Dion's trainer and Shinar Bunch's trainer, he kept telling Justice, and even Coach Nick was telling Justice, like, throw him off with an uppercut or something. But like I think Justice was just in shock that he was just being attacked like that. Like he just kept walking him down and coming after him. Like he was just like he just kept going at him, which made it great. And yeah, I mean the judges card was very close. When I saw that the first one was a draw, the first one I was like, oh boy, here we go. But yeah,
Yeah.
he was able to pull it off. Majority decision, and that made him great. And then even talking about his hard work, like I'll never forget after the fight, I was talking to him and he was telling me that he was leaving early in the morning because he had to go to work the next day. I was like, "You're
Yeah.
crazy!" Like they weren't able to give me the weekend off. That was
Dude,
wild.
I
Yeah,
was I was mad because we were gonna have like a little celebration back at my uncle's house.
yeah.
And I was like, yo, I was excited. I was like, D'Angelo, I can't wait till after the fight. Like, we're gonna celebrate. Like, we worked so hard, like, for this very moment. And then he was like, oh, bro, I can't celebrate. Like, I gotta go to work. And I was like, what? Like, you gotta go to work. He left like literally like right after his fight, he probably left like 6 hours later back to home. And I was
Oh
like,
man,
bro, that is
that's
crazy. Like,
wild. I know.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully he had an easy shift because that was crazy. Because man, I can't imagine trying to work after doing a full 6 rounds.
Dude,
Woo.
I don't know.
That's nuts. All right. So now obviously you are in camp. Are you doing anything different or is it the same old for you for this time around at camp?
Nah, this fight, we're definitely mainly focused on our power. Um, Definitely developing a lot of power behind our shots. That's a big key. Not as much for D'Angelo because D'Angelo's like born with that
Hmm.
strength. Me, I'm born with the speed part. So it's definitely something that's I'm not as familiar as with than D'Angelo, but I'll do anything just to become better, you know? And my coach definitely knows what it takes to become a better fighter. So this whole camp, we changed it around and we're strictly like throwing power shots, hitting the perfect target exactly where we need to hit it. Because this fight, like I said, it's gonna be a different, you're gonna see a different fighter from the both of us. And that's like our main focus in this fight is just to back that power up behind our punches.
I like that. Cool. Yeah. Power is always good. So
Yeah,
that's awesome that you added that to this camp and all for
of
sure.
course.
Are you using heavier ounce gloves for the power or are you still using the same ounces?
Yeah, my coach actually just brought us gear not too long ago. We got these gloves. We
Oh,
were
okay.
using
Everlast is
this,
always nice. Yeah.
we were using smaller gloves. So we're definitely using the bigger gloves to throw some power on our shots. So like I said, whatever it takes, my coach knows the deal. He knows exactly what's up. So I'm following his lead, and that's how it's always been.
That's awesome. Okay. All right, so now we finally get into that question. So, well, first off, I think you handled yourself very well. You know, obviously you're still young, but you handled yourself very well fighting in Philly. You know, this is a huge fighting town. A lot of people. You didn't look pressured at all. You moved around great, even like when they were announcing you, like you look like you were at home. It was great. Now, how do you feel, and how special is it to fight in Ben Salem, which is where you were born and raised before you made the move to Florida. Now, how special is it to fight in Ben Salem on May 13th?
Dude, that this right now, like this fight is a dream come true. I always used to tell my dad that Ben Salem is the number one place I want to fight. Like, forget Las Vegas, forget everywhere else. Like, fighting in Ben Salem, my hometown, is like it's a dream come true. Like I said, so like it's a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity. I'm more than blessed to be in this position that I'm in right now. So I can't wait. Like it's not going to change anything fighting. I'm comfortable wherever you put me. I'm always gonna be comfortable. I don't get shy of nothing. So like you said, I was comfortable. I had no nerves. My dad in the back was like, "Oh, are you nervous?" I was like, "No, I'm not nervous. Like this is what I do. This is what like it's been my dream ever since." So like I said, being in this position is just it's a dream come true. So especially fighting in Ben Salem, I can't wait, and I'm definitely gonna put on a show for my hometown.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like boxing is your natural habitat because like, just you being so young and like you would think that you'd be a little bit nervous, but you were not nervous at all. Like
Yeah,
you were made for boxing and like I'm sure it's literally gonna be the same on May. It's just gonna be fun. You know?
yeah, yeah, it is. I make it fun. I try to make it as fun as possible. I don't try to be miserable in the sport.
Right.
That's the fault in a lot of fighters that they don't like the training. They don't like doing certain things. I try to make everything as good as possible because this is your one shot. You only got one shot at this. So you can't give up on these dreams. And this dream right here, especially in boxing, you leave something like this and you may never get the opportunities again. So it's something that I've always dreamed of. So I don't get nervous in these situations.
I love it. Cool, man. Yeah, never ever change because even though I had tried to keep a poker face, I mean, if I was your age right now, fighting this early, I would be shitting bricks inside that fight. But yeah, no, you handled yourself very well.
Appreciate
you
it.
know.
Try to.
All right, so my last boxing one, and then we'll get in the three fun questions.
Yeah.
What are your goals this year? How many fights are you looking to have? We are in May. This will be your second fight this year. Now, how many more fights are you looking to have after this one? And then also, how many 4 rounders would you like to have total before you move up to 6?
Um, I definitely want to reach about, I would say 6, 7 fights by the end of this year, maybe even more. I don't care how many. I could fight tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. Like you put me in the ring at any moment, you tell me I'm fighting, I'm in it. Like I don't care if we have 20 fights by the end of this year. Like I'm going for it. What was the second question? I'm sorry.
So I usually ask this to the young guys, and I thought of it while we were chatting. Now how many fights total would you like to have under your belt before you move up to 6 rounders?
Oh, we could, dude, you could put me in a 12 rounder right now, bro.
I
I
like
don't
it.
care. Like my next fight, if they told me it was gonna be a 6 rounder,
Oh,
it
nice.
wouldn't change.
Okay.
It wouldn't change anything. Like I train way past 6. I train way past 8. Like my coach keeps us prepared for any moments because you can get a call at any time,
Hmm.
any place, and they'll be like, "Yo, I need you over here in Las Vegas. You're fighting a 12 rounder," and I'll be like, "Oh, dang, I'm not prepared for a 12 rounder." But my coach knows that we're always prepared. So whatever how many rounds it is, like I'm with it because we train for that. And these 4 rounders, they're easy for us. So me and D'Angelo, we're some dogs, and we're definitely not no demon dogs. So
That's funny. All right, so here's my fun ones. My first one is so some boxing fans are funny and they're gonna be hyping us up because the fight's on Friday the 13th. And then Sonny
I didn't
posted
even know
something
that.
funny about Jason and all.
Hmm.
But I want to ask you, who do you think would win? So obviously we saw Freddy versus Jason back in the day, which is a movie, but
Yeah,
who do you think would win between Michael Myers and Jason? Who do you got?
dude, I've had this debate so many times, and it's so hard for me to decide because none of them die.
I know,
They don't
yeah,
die. So
I
it's
know.
like they're gonna be fighting forever. Dude, and they're both like massive,
They're massive
massive like
and they're
monsters.
tall.
I don't I would have to go with Jason just
Okay.
due to the fact that Jason is dead already. You know, he's not like Michael Myers is a human. At the end of the day, the man is a human. Even
Yeah.
though somehow, some way he doesn't die in the last movie, he was getting jumped. They shot him. I thought he was dead.
Right.
He got up and I was like, yo, this man was just in jail. Like, he's a
Yeah.
human. I saw his face. Like, you're not going to tell me he's not human. Like, something. They have to have like an origin story to like tell us why he keeps living, because he's not Jason. I
Yeah.
get it. Jason's a monster. Like, he came from the dead. But Michael Myers literally came from an asylum because he was a crazy kid, and then he just doesn't die. He gets shot. They shoot him in the head. They stab him, and like, he never goes to the hospital. This man just gets up and like acts like nothing happened. We don't ever see like blood leaking off of
Never.
him. Like, it's weird. I don't know. They have to have an origin story, but I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
go with Jason just due to the fact that he's an actual dead person.
Yeah. I mean, I am praying to God for Hollywood's sake that they're not going to carry on Halloween, because, like, if you think about it, like, I think, like, in like 1977 he was 21. I mean, I don't have a calculator in front of me, but and we're in 2022, so he's got to be 70 something. So there better not be no damn Michael Myers sequel
Yeah.
10 years from now, because there ain't no way in hell that some 6'10", 80-year-old man's gonna be stabbing people. Come on.
That is hilarious.
It's crazy. They're gonna have to get it together after this last one that they're making.
Dude, I don't know. I really don't know. They gotta stop. They're ruining it.
They are, I know.
Ruining it.
It's wild. They're ruining classics out here.
Of course.
All right, so I have you penciled for Jason with what Michael Myers' ass. All right, got it.
Yeah.
Now you got to meet, and obviously you're a Birds fan. I'm sure you're gonna like the Dolphins after their big move with Tyreek Hill. Now Cheetah's there, but
I'm never a Dolphins fan. Never a Dolphins
yeah,
fan.
I
I
know.
can't.
I know that Dalton and CJ love their Dolphins though,
They
so
do,
they're probably
man.
excited
I
over
used to
that.
get on them all the time. Like, bro, why the
I know.
Dolphins? I can't like the Dolphins. I can't like them. I've been to like one game. I fell asleep. I never went back to another one. They're boring, man. I can't watch them.
That's funny. So you did get to meet some Eagles players, and that had to be exciting, watching the Birds from Florida and all. So you got to meet Darius Slay, Avante Maddox, and Rodney McLeod. Now, what was that like meeting them, and what did you say to them?
Dude, at first I was a little nervous. They kept looking at me, and I kept looking at them, and then I was like, because my uncle Sean, he knows them as well. Like, he not knows them, but like he's had acquaintance, like he has a little acquaintance with them. So they kept looking at me, and I was like, well, are they gonna call me over? Like, because I can't walk over this fence, like whether I box or not. Like, that's the VIP section. I can't just walk over there. I'm gonna respect everything about Joe Hands and Bam. Like, I'm not gonna do my own thing. So eventually I was just sitting there just watching the fights, and then they called me over. And then I was like, all right, it's my opportunity. And then it was like my homeboys. Like, we were just talking normal. Like, they were asking like where I stay, like what do I do every day, if I think I could beat one of them in a fight. And then like it was just normal conversation. It was really dope. Darius Slay, we chopped it up afterwards when we left the arena, and he was just congratulating me. Unfortunately, they didn't get to see the fight. They showed up a little late,
Yeah.
but it was great meeting them. We were just having like small talk, and they were really cool. Like, they weren't like most famous people that you meet where they think they're too good for you. Something about Philly, man, and me and my dad and my whole family, we always say this, like, something about Philly is that like people are so genuine. Like, everyone's so genuine. They don't you come to Florida at any time, Joe, and you're gonna see the most ignorant people on this earth. Like, nobody cares about anyone's feelings. Like, but like they showed me like love, even though they didn't see the fight. Like, they still acted like they were still supporting me at the end of the day. So that was really dope. And especially being a Birds fan, like my heart was beating. I was like, oh man, this is my shot. I was like,
Yeah,
let's get it. But it was dope. Like those are some dope dudes. And I had the pleasure of talking to them and it was great.
that's awesome. Yeah, I'm hoping that they come to this way because like Sonny trains with some of them. I think all of
Yeah.
them, or I forget how Sonny knows or has the connections with the Eagles. I know he's really good friends with Avonte Maddox and Dallas Goddard, but hopefully we see some more birds on
Mhm.
May
I hope
13th.
so.
Hassan Reddick, please. Fingers crossed. I'm
Yes,
joking.
sir. Yes, sir.
That'd be awesome.
That would be dope.
Oh yeah. So my last question I have, I wasn't sure if you watched the Phillies or not, so I didn't want to get a prediction. But I did want to ask, what is your Sixers prediction? Obviously, the regular season wraps up this weekend. Where do you have them going or advancing? The
Dude,
Sixers.
I really, really hope they make it to the finals. Me and my homeboy, we were just playing basketball like a couple weeks ago, and he's a Lakers fan. So
Oh
we were
boy.
we were going at it. Like me and him were going at it, and he was like, "Oh, Philly's not gonna make the championship." And I was like, "Bro, why are you talking when the Lakers aren't even making the playoffs? Like, don't
Right.
talk to me, man." But I really do hope they make the championship. That'd be great, bro. Like that'd be great because it everyone was saying like that James Harden wasn't gonna fit in and like, but I think he fits in perfect. And Joel Embiid definitely you can see that he likes playing with James Harden. So I really do hope they make the championship, at least the conference finals, but I think they will make the championship. I think they will. I don't think anybody's standing in their way. They're
Yeah,
nasty.
I'm praying to God because I was so pissed. I was at the game and I'm sure you were watching it when we played the Bucks and we lost
Mhm.
by two
Dude,
when they said supposedly it was a goaltend. I was so mad at Doc Rivers because he sat everyone for 4 minutes. And you want to know what they handed us before the
dude,
game? A
what?
Doc Rivers poster. I wanted to rip that and throw it in the park. I was like, "What the hell am I gonna do with a Doc Rivers poster?" It's crazy. I was so mad.
I don't think I think Doc Rivers honestly needs to retire.
Yeah, it's
I
not
think
good.
his
And then
time's
like
up.
and then I was so happy when I saw that Bleacher Report said that the Lakers are interested in Doc Rivers. I was like, I will go to Doc's house wherever he is and I will help him pack his bags. Let's get
Yeah,
him out of
I'll
here.
take him there.
Yeah.
I'll take
I
him to
was
LA. He got to
I
get
was like,
out of
if
here.
somebody wants Doc Rivers, I will trade him for a friggin' vending machine right now so we can
Yeah,
get a better coach.
yeah. I didn't see the Lakers were interested, but I saw that they are getting rid of Frank Vogel. Like they're
Yes, so
planning
the
on getting.
Lakers want him, and I forget the other NBA assistant's name or something like that, but I'm totally fine with it. I don't
Yeah.
think Doc could coach in today's NBA. It's just
Uh,
not a good fit. I mean,
yeah.
especially here, like if we can get back the way that James Harden played the first 3 games when he didn't know the system, then that would be great. But yeah, I
Exactly.
mean, I'm hoping for the best, but I don't think we'll go that far without the bench that we have, and
Oh
we would
yeah,
need
no,
Harden to get back to his Rocket days to be selfish and not pass it to Tobias Harris to try to pull up a three, you know?
for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Well, Jordan, it's always great catching up with you.
Yes,
I'll see you
man.
soon. May's literally
Yeah.
around the corner. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and we're gonna put on a show, and I can't wait to see you. It's always great being with you and talking to you, my man. I really appreciate every moment of it.
Of course, yeah, man. You're a great fighter, and I'm always excited to cheer for the young guys and all. So yeah, I cannot wait for May 13th to see you in there.
All right, my man. You
All
you
right, I'll
go
see you
you go
soon.
see something. All right,
All
my man.
righty.
See ya.
See you.